Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Today I want to present my parts which explanation of complete system and principle of starting method for induction motor. First, I want to explain complete system for induction motor. For your information, induction motor same with IM. And IM is commonly used AC electrical motor. The electrical current in the rotor for IM needed to produce torque is obtained via electromagnetic induction from the rotating magnetic field of the stator winding. IM are referred as synchronous motors because operate at a speed less than their synchronous speed. Synchronous speed is speed of the rotation magnetic field in a rotary machine, and it depends upon the frequency and number of poles of the machine. The IM always run at speed less than its synchronous speed. The rotating magnetic field produces flux in the motor. There are two types of IM, which is single phase induction motor and three phase induction motor. Principle for induction motor. Firstly, give the supply to stator winding. A magnetic flux gets produced in the stator due to the flow of current in the coil. The rotor winding is arranged that each coil becomes short circuit. The flux from the stator cuts the short circuit coil in the rotor. This principle according to the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Method for induction motor. Firstly, DOL direct online starter. DOL starter is connected directly to supply voltage. For example, small motor up to 5 kW rating is started to avoid the supply voltage fluctuation. DOL also applies the full line voltage to the motor terminals. The starter or cubicle location can usually be found on an EOL drawing. This is the simplest type of the motor starter. DOL starter have a maximum start current and maximum start torque. The advantage of the DOL is to prevent damage to the winding due to the high starting current flow. Second method, stator resistance starting. To start this method, external resistance are connected in series with each phase of the starter winding during starting. This causes voltage drop across the resistance so that voltage available across motor terminal is reduced and hence the starting current. The starting resistance are gradually cut out in step from the stator circuit as the motor picks up speed. When the motor attains rate speed, the resistance set to zero value and full line voltage is applied to the motor. Figure below show the stator resistance starter. Next method. Auto transformer starting. The explanation based on the diagram below. Both star and delta connected motor in this method. The starting current is limited by using a three-phase auto transformer to reduce the initial stator applied voltage. The starter is connected to one particular tapping to obtain the starting voltage. Right explanation is about the explanation of the auto transformer. Show this diagram. And then next method. In this method, the motor runs at delta connected stator. Star delta starter is used for starting of a three-phase IM. In this method, an IM is connected in through a star connection throughout the starting period. Then once the motor reaches the required speed, the motor is connected in through a delta connection. A star delta starter will start a motor with a start connection starter winding. When motor reaches about 80% of its full load speed, it will begin to run in a data connected starter winding. A star data starter is a type of reduced water starter. We use it to reduce the starting current of the motor without using any external device or apparatus. This is big advantage of star data. Typically, it typically has around 1 per 3 of the inrush current compared to audio starter. Below the diagram shows how the star data are working. First, second, and third. Last method, soft starter. A motor soft starter is a device used with AC electrical motors to temporarily reduce the load and torque in the powertrain and electric current surge of the during startup. This will reduce the mechanical stress on the motor and shaft as well as the electrodynamic stresses on the attached power cables, and electrical distribution network, extending the lifespan of the system. Diagram below shows the motor soft starter. This is a reference on how I got the all this information. You can search all the information from this link. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Devendran Punirmuty. I'm faculty electrical and electronics. So I would like to talk about the detailed explanation of complete system and principle of starting method for induction motor. So there are several types of starting method for induction motor. The first of all is direct online starter, which is a DOL starter is enlistment engine is associated straightforwardly across three stages supply, and the DOL starter applies the full line voltage to the engine terminals. Notwithstanding this immediate association, no damage is never really engine. A DOL engine starter contains assurance gadgets and at times conditioning checking. A wiring outline of a DOL starter is appeared under that. A direct online starter must be utilized in conditions when the high inrush current of the engine doesn't cause the unnecessary voltage drop in the stockpile circuit. In the event that a high voltage drop should be dodged, a star delta starter thought to be utilized all three considers. Direct online starters are regularly used to turn over the later engines, particularly three-stage squirrel combined acceptance engines. Another starting method is the starter register. In this strategy, outside productions are associated with the arrangement of each period of stator twist during beginning. It causes voltage drop across the opposition, so voltage accessible across the engine terminal is diminished and consequently the beginning of current. The beginning protection are slowly removed in strides from the stator circuit gets a move on. At the point when the engine goes average speed, the obstruction set to zero worth and full line voltage is applied to the engine. A three-stage engine will give multiple times the force yield when the stator windings are associated with delta, then if associated in star, yet it will make 103 of current from the stockpile, and when associated in star, then the delta association. After that, the two position of switch manual program is given through the planning transfer, beginning of the current apart from the point engine quicken to speed up and the current diminish to its typical worth. The starter is moved to run position with the windings presently associated in delta. More model than DOL starter, an engine with a star delta starter may not create adequate force to begin against full burden, so yield is diminished in the beginning position. Besides that, the engines are subsequently regularly begun under the light burden condition. Exchanging causes a transient current current which may have top qualities or abundance of those with DOL. The third one is auto transformer starting method is reasonable for this method is reasonable for both star and delta associated engines. This technique, the beginning current is restricted by utilizing three stages of auto transformer underlying the stator applied voltage. The starter is associated with one specific lapping to acquire the most appropriate beginning voltage. A two-hole tooth is utilized to interfere the auto transformer to the circuit for the beginning. At the point when the engine gets moved around 80% of the stream, the handle is immediately moved to the run portion. In this manner, the auto transformer is separated from the circuit and the engine is straightforwardly associated with the line and accomplished with the evaluated engine. The star delta method is most commonly used in beginning of three-stage acceptance engine. In the star delta turning of the enhancement engine is associated through a star associated beginning period. The star delta starter is not reasonable for applications where high beginning force conveyors is required. For this application, a DOL starter thought to be utilized, all things being equal. In the event that the engine excessively vigorous stacked, there won't be sufficient force to quicken the engine up to speed prior to exchanging over the delta position. Here are the advantages of star delta method, which is cheap, no heat is produced, hence efficiency increases, starting current reduced to 1 over 3 of direct offline, online starting current, produce high torque per ampere of line current, while the disadvantages is starting torque is reduced to 1 over 3 of full load torque. And another thing is a particular set of motors required. The last one is soft starter method. It depends on three sets of SCR, which is known as silicon control rectifiers. One set of each period of force that are applied continuously for every voltage stage, reducing the voltage gave the engine. Thusly, the current decrease relatively decrease in voltage. So the induction motor is a complete up to 7 to 10 times of inrush current, and then the running current, which is can level up 10 to 15 times higher efficiency motor. The starting torque is up to 3 times higher than running torque. So the increased torque will result in sudden mechanical stress on the machine, which lead to be a reduced service life. Moreover, a high inrush current power supply, which may lead to voltage dips. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Saya Muhammad Ilham Abdul GHANI, memegang kad metrik TR18025. Saya akan membincangkan tentang case study. ABB is the largest company multinational corporation. ABB operating mainly in robotic, power, heavy electric equipment and automation technology. Process power motor designed for most demanding environment and application. Designed to last award-winning product range. Prepared to answer any reliability, availability and energy efficiency challenge now and tomorrow. Full monitoring available. This is for the example ABB reversible the induction AC motor. So it use 0.37 kilowatt IE2 high efficiency, 3 phase, 4 pole, 450 volt and foot mounting. 3-phase motor ideal for a wide variety of applications including pump, fan and process machinery drive. High efficiency motor to meet IE2 high efficiency regulation comparable to all EFF regulation. Metric frame size to canalet standard. Class F insulation with Class B temperature rise. Top mounted and terminal box with metric type knob. Energy efficient low noise design. All motor have keyway and fitted key. Corrosion resistant low copper aluminum alloy. Suitable for direct online starting or inverter drive use. For the next one is Siemens. Siemens is a technology company with activity industry, energy and healthcare. It is organized to 6 main parts: industry, energy, healthcare, equity investment, Siemens IT solution service and Siemens financial service. So focus to the industry. This is example for reversible induction AC motor for Siemens. So it used for 7.5 kilowatt IE2 high efficiency, 3 phase, 4 pole, 400 volt until 960 volt and foot mounting. Low voltage square case motor with aluminium frame are suitable for a wide range of standard drive tasks in the industrial environment. It predestined for application in pump, fan, compressor, conveyor system and lifting gear. Assembly easy selection of energy saving motor due to the efficiency classification I2. High efficiency aluminium enclosure IP55, protection rating 17 and foot mounting. That's all, thank you.